Dad's the minute a sex offender moves to the neighborhood. My hair after using a lot of shampoos and pills for hair loss. My dad's hair after using the same cheap shampoo for 30 years. Mom, I found this Barbie doll. Can I keep it? Sure sweetie, it's all yours. Dad, I found this watch in the jungle. Give it to me. Your Japanese dad Pinky promised to come to see your school play. He is a former Yakuza. My dad in his 50s with no gym his entire life. Me after years and years of working out in the gym. Being a princess in pop culture. Dad, I want more gifts. Yes honey. Being a princess in medieval times. My daughter, it's time for you to get married to the heir of the kingdom I want an alliance with. Yes father. My girlfriend. Me. My dad who is a gynecologist. Me, having panic attacks and being so anxious just by getting out of my room. My dad before I was born. So dad, in this new hobby, me and my friends dress up in these big colorful dog suits. We have a head, paws, and dad, are you listening? When the entry level jobs ask for 18 years of experience, but your dad got you. Subway employee works with baby in a harness on his chest and people have opinions. My mom accidentally swapping my lunch with my dad's. I can't wait to snack your nut later. The kid who I traded lunches with. My stepdad beating me. Me. My dad coming back with the milk. Dad at the family barbecue asking everyone how they like their burgers to only end up cooking them all the same. A Goofy movie. A movie about Goofy? How lame. 1.5 hours later. Hello dad. I love you. When you forgot you were supposed to watch a movie with your dad, and you find him asleep with the movie still playing. What have I done? Me full of microplastics. Dad full of asbestos. Grandpa full of lead. Great grandpa full of mercury. My dad telling me to drop resumes off in person. Me struggling to find a good job. Son, if you want to be a good man, treat everyone the way you like to be treated. It's been years dad, when will they treat me in the same way? That's the neat part, they won't. My dad's 35-old radio that he got as dowry. My 10-year-old laptop. 4-year-old me, here's a special drink I made only for you. My dad, on his 5th glass of Coca-Cola ketchup juice smoothie. Tigeration mom. Vicious Indian dad. My dad's reaction when I'm not instantly good at driving a car. You're a ducking disappointment. My dad when he says gracias to the waiter at a Mexican restaurant after ordering queso de los with a side of chips and guacamole. My war vet grandpa. My goofy little ace. My business owner dad. Your dad when he sees a light left on in an unoccupied room. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Me, turns the light on in the car for 1 second. My dad. Teacher. Fence. Drunk dads. When your dad cooking and the kitchen do be looking like this. My dad 5 seconds after sitting on the couch to watch TV, I sleep. My dad when I change the temperature on the thermostat by 1 degree, will shut. POV, you're finally taller than your dad. I see no god up here, other than me. Getting in trouble with your mom. Getting in trouble with your dad. Dad, look at me son. If you laugh, you're lying. Understand? The face he's making. Dad, me winning a match at 3 AM. Dad, sneeze, everyone around him. My wife when somebody makes insults about her dad. Dad, I'm going to the store. Me, okay bye. Also me 10 minutes later. Where dad? When you just got comfortable in your bed, but your dad comes in to check on you and doesn't even closes the door. How I hit my brother. How he describes it to our dad. My nourishment. Mom, whoops. It's a yellow light. Better not keep going. Dad, need for speed. My dad, ice. Me touches the TV remote. My dad, Homst has awakened the ancient one. My mum, gets pregnant. My dad, this has been the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, maybe ever. Dad's being loud as duck yelling at the people on the TV. 8-year-old me walking into the living room while my dad's watching an adult movie. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. Normal people's yawning. Dad's yawning. For Christmas, I want a dragon. Be realistic. I want my dad back. What color do you want your dragon? Blue. Nobody. Dad sneeze. When you accidentally raise your voice too loud while gaming at 3 AM and you don't hear your dad snore. Why do I hear boss music? Pentagon. Hexagon. Octagon. Your dad gone. Dad is yelling at me that the computer is low on storage because of my 3 games. Mom with 2.6 billion pictures. Me waiting for my dad after he says he will be here in 5 minutes. 5 hours later. 24 hours later. Still not here. Me wins the lottery. My dad, guess who back? Back again. My dad, me hiding when I'm about to get my bet whooped. Duolingo Bird and Milk have one thing in common. They both make my dad disappear. Same. Go ask your dad. Go ask your mom. Kid, throw snowball at dad. Dad. The loudest sounds on earth. Concert speakers. Fireworks. Gunfire. Blue whale. Space shuttle. Dad snoring, sneezing, and breathing when helping you with your work. Rare photo of me waiting for my dad to finish talking with the neighbor. You entered the bathroom after your dad just take a huge shot. Someone is in bathroom while you hurry to peep. Panic. Your dad coming out of the bathroom. Calm. Wait. Your dad coming out of the bathroom. Panic. No one. Dad's after they left you to get milk. I'll be back. From getting the milk. My dad when I'm born. He ran a half marathon. My dad when I graduate from college. He entered the grandpa stages. Billy, it's time you learn about money and the importance of Billy, no, exterminating dads. Me, dad when are we going to get there? Dad, soon. Me after we get there. For Christmas, I want a dragon. Be realistic. My dad to come back home. What color do you want your dragon? Blue. Dad searching for a parking lot. Dad, what if you enter the supermarket and I search for a parking lot meanwhile? Mom, no. Pizza Tower. It's pizza time. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. My dad saying the name of Pizza Tower. They're the same picture. How was work, Dad? Me. My dad. Dad, I got an F on my report card. We all make mistakes. Just do better next time. Thanks, Dad, I will. And I will make sure of that. My dad telling me how to hold the flashlight when working together. Suffer in the summer heat. Turning the AC up. Me, knowing turning the AC up will result in my dad getting mad. Daughter, gets a boyfriend. Dad, so anyway, I started blasting. What my dad thinks it's gonna happen when I plug in my phone for charging it. My dad, are you lying? Me, no. My dad, makes a silly face. Me, smiles. Dad, liar. My dad, look at me. If you are laughing, you're lying. His face, I'm Pickle Rick. Google, how to get the milk. Your dad wants to know your location. Allow, bulk. Mop, clean your room. Me, it's my room, so I don't have to clean it. Mop, but it's my house. Me, then clean it. Dad. My mom seeing the 250-year-old vase broken. Me coming back with glue. My dad ready to ground someone for 5 years. Dads after their kids are a furry. Aight, in my head out. You're doing something's bad and you get caught by your parents. Panic. Your mom say that it's okay. Calm. You hear your dad yelling your full name because your mom told what you did to him. Panic. My dad comes home with the milk. My dad, I can explain. When you fail a test, so you try to soften the blow before telling your dad. The test was so hard today, only 10 students passed. Are your classmates all that stupid? All of my friends got a D on the test. What losers? Even the smart kid got a C. He's lucky he still passed. That's the most hilarious thing I've heard this week. What were your results? My dad thanking me for doing my chores. Me who just wants good boy awards. Heaviest objects in the universe. Our sun. Neutron stars. Bulk holes. When you realize your dad is gonna be making a bunch of see you next year jokes. Kid, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. Dad. My dad telling me he doesn't remember doing or saying that. Me and my recordings. Dad's when someone says I feel hungry rather than I'm hungry. Jake, do we have any more adopteds in the cabinet? What's adopted? You're adopted. Very funny dad. I'm not your dad. Destruction 100. I published a meme on what would happen if my dad is gone. Any review? I haven't seen my dad in 10 years. Me wakes up early so I can be alone for a while. Dad 15 seconds later. Hello. Me. Dad, I'm hungry. Dad, you won't starve. Me. I think I will. Dad, good luck with that. Me. Kid, ice. Dad's, happy Easter. Me, forgets to put the milk back in the fridge. My dad, I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of kicking your ace. When dad says he'll get some milk, so you order it online first. Me when I walk into a room and I hear my dad begin to lecture my brother about why he should be nourished for breathing too hard in front of my little sister. I to my head out. POV, when your dad is mad at you when you're eating. Trade offer. I receive your mom. You receive your dad plus milk. Deal. You needed a dad like this in your life. Change my mind. 3 rules. No wishing for doubt. No falling in love. No bring back dead people. I want my dad to come home with the milk. There are 4 rules. Me. Peas in the side of the bowl so it makes less noise. My dad trying to have his breakfast. A watermelon that he is thinking of buying. My dad at the store. The internet. The first dad who left to get the milk. POV. My dad when I was born. I to my head out. The longest road in the world is the Pan American Highway, which begins in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska and stretches all the way down to Ushuaia, Argentina. All in all, the road covers 30,000 kilometers, 19,000 miles. The road that my dad had to walk to school. Pathetic. Which side are you on? Mom's side? Dad's side? My father is always energetic. Also my father. Dad, can you please stop screaming? It's just a video game. Also dad during football games. POV, you're trying to screw off a lid on something after dad used it. My dad after playing 1 millisecond of anime dress up. I to my head out. What happened to him? His dad caught him with the lights in car. How hard I could hit my brother. How hard I decided to hit him. How he described it to my dad. How my dad gonna hit me. My grandma won 130 million at the lottery. My dad, it's simple. We kill the grandma. Mom, I'm pregnant. Dad, curse of vanishing. When you're not having fun, but your dad just tells you to snack it up. My dad, ice. Me, turns the lights on in the car. My dad, Homst has awakened the ancient one. Me talking to my son, well, you know that video game where you can build your own life. That game who was so cool that I played it 9 hours non-stop every day. That game where I was the top one. Since I beginned it when I was 5. My son, what is DNAP? Me, homework. My sister, would you rather be in a room full of snakes or spiders? My dad, no. My dad's routine be like. To-do list, nothing. When your dad unplugs your computer, so you unplugged his life support, you just got vectored. My dad be like, I never knew being fat and lazy was so rewarding. Me, knocks on my daughter's door. Sweetie, daddy is going to check on you 5 minutes later. Immediately, or 3-year-old girl rushes out of the room and hugs me. My daughter is 16 years old. Hold up. My wife a school trip chaperone. Me a school trip chaperone. 6-year-old me watching my dad leave for work at 6:45 in the morning. 9-year-olds when someone roasts them. You were born out of your dad. Me going on myheritage.com to see what's my family story and realize that my step-grandpa was hodler. When you're not done with a project for school, but your dad says he will shorten the amount you have to do before you're allowed to play some video games. Ah, yes, the negotiator. My dad when I stub my toe so hard it bleeds. I sleep. My dad when I turn the TV up one notch. Will shut. Nobody. Dads with 5-year-old daughters. Dad, there is a monster under my bed. When I did something to my younger sibling and I hear dad walking in. Me. When your dad got your nose in 1998 and never gave it back. Dad, there's a moth on the outside of the bathroom door. Can you get rid of it? Please hurry because I'm going to cry. Dad is dead. You're next. Love, Moth. Infinite IQ. Not having a dad. Me being your new father. Dads when you talk loudly. Be quiet bro. Also dads when England wins the semi-finals. That moment your dad iced 5 minutes after you were saying how much you couldn't wait to be king. This is where I'd put the milk if my dad came back with it. Me versus my dad. Walking to school. Dad, embarrassed. School. Now, husband, you're going to drink your quarter gallon of soy milk and you're going to thank me for it. Me as dad looks for Charmin extra soft, totally clueless that by this point, it is either leaves or this pack of cottonelle I got stashed back. I'm tired of eating granola bars. I want real breakfast. Dads. How come my daddy is always looking like different men and suddenly speaks Spanish? Trex. Dad. Shark. Mom after she looks at your grades. When I'm watching TV and dad change the channel. You dare oppose me mortal. Me. Puts leftover pizza in the fridge for tomorrow. My dad. My pizza. My little brother when he beats me up. My dad. I sleep. Me when I accidentally hit my little brother. My dad. Real shut. Family wants to get a ferret. Dad doesn't want to get a ferret. Family gets ferret anyway. Dad in the ferret. Car seat light. Deadly laser. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. My dad. They're the same picture. We are taking you to kindergarten. Dad, I'm 15. What? Kids occupying themselves peacefully. Me. Not a bad dad. Year 1 of being a dad. That silly kid left some darts in the yard, but I won't mow over them. Year 8. Trade offer. I receive. Your mom. You receive. Dad. Every 9-year Xbox kid. Dad. Insert dad's name here. Every 7-year-old. Dad. Falls asleep while watching TV. Son. Alright I'ma change the channel. Dad. You dare? Stop making me go to Walmart and stuff. Or draw 25. My dad. I'm just sitting here and waiting for dad to come home with the milk. He left 100 years ago and I haven't seen him or heard from him since, so now I look like this. It's not a dad bod. You're just fat. Change my mind. Me. Trying to have an important conversation in family. Mom and dad fighting for no reason. Me. Trying to have an important conversation in family. Grass exists. Dad's at 6 AM on Saturday. And I took that personally. I told dad that we don't have milk to make cereal. My dad just returned with the milk half an hour later. Seeing your mom cry. Seeing your dad cry. When you're still waiting for your dad to return from getting milk 20 years ago. Me. Forgets to wash my dish after eating. My dad. Activate instant kel. Nobody. Dads when watching a soccer match. My dad when I have a big wound in my leg. My dad when he see a tiny scratch on his car. Play video games during your bedtime. Cry when your dad is still playing space games on his PC and it's 2 AM. Young me. My dad when I open a bag of chips and he's hungry. Me when my dad tells me to go work with him. I must get out of here as quick as possible. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Dad tries to give to his son some useful advices. Son, I'm 30 or 40 years old, and I do not need this. When I catch my son watching Calling Freddy Fazbear and Poppy Playtime at 3 AM, and not Minecraft in real life. When my dad plays Minecraft, Enchanted Book, Curse of Vanishing, Enchanted Book, Curse of Binding. Truth be told, did you ever actually pull over after you told your kids, don't make me pull this car over? Beautiful piece. What was your inspiration? My dad. Come back with the milk, or draw 25. My dad. How do you get the milk? Get the milk and return normally. Get Choxy milk. Get the milk and never return back. I think I'm becoming a girl daddy. Son, you have as much as a chance of becoming a girl as I do lying here on the ground bet meek, crapping out orange penguins that can play the harmonica. B. Failure. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Steven's dad. They're the same picture. When I'm in a being disappointed competition, and my opponent is my dad,